Why you do not benefit from Hanuman Chalisa? Friends, if someone asks you whether you do Hanuman Chalisa, do you pray? So it is highly likely that your answer will be yes. Every day. Even after that, you do not get the full benefit of it. So why so? If seen carefully, there are mainly two reasons behind this. The first reason is lack of attention. You must have often observed, while talking on mobile, that if the signals are coming and going again and again, means getting disconnected again and again, then neither your talk reaches the person on the other end in the right way, nor does his message is conveyed to you properly. Means there could be no proper communication between both of you. Similarly, when we worship, at that time, our attention wanders here and there, and not in worship. If you pay attention to the fact that it takes about 5 to 7 minutes to recite Hanuman Chalisa, but even in those 5 to 7 minutes our attention gets lost 50 times. Sometimes our attention goes towards our mobile, sometimes towards a friend, sometimes towards our business, and sometimes towards some voice coming from outside. So, when there will be a signal disconnect between us and Hanumanji again and again, then how could we be able to convey our message to Hanumanji? And how will we be able to listen what Hanumanji wants to tell to us? It has also been written in religious scriptures that God says, "You just give me that moment in which there is no one between you and me." So, even if our worship is for a short time, it will fetch full results. But at that time there should be no one else between us and God. As far as possible, in such a situation, God listens to our prayers very well and can also convey His message to us very easily. Have you ever noticed that when you are in a big trouble, at that time when you worship, then only God is visible to you everywhere. And that's the time when you connect with Him the most. But when your time is normal again, then your attention in worship converts to a formality only. Your devotion or attention towards the God starts wandering here and there instead of in worship. So the first condition of reading Hanuman Chalisa is that while reading Hanuman Chalisa, your full attention should be there in worship. The second big reason is the lack of emotion. The lack of emotion arises when we do not know the meaning of the words we recite during the worship. You can understand this in such a way that when you ask a child to recite Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, he sings that poem, but neither he knows the meaning of the word twinkle nor the meaning of star. So when that kid sings, when the burning sun is set, when the grass with dew is wet, then you show your little light. Twinkle twinkle all the night. He is just talking to someone known as star. But who is this star? He simply does not know. Now if this child is introduced with the stars one night, and after that is explained the meaning of when the burning sun is set means when the burning sun god hides, and when the grass becomes wet due to the dew. At that time this little star shows its little ray of light. So, O stars, keep shining like this all the night. Now whenever the child will look at the night sky, he will be able to realize the importance of the brightness of that star. And he will feel that he is talking to the star. If he does not know the meaning of dew, he will ask, "What is this dew?" And once dew is shown to him, he will begin to recognize and understand it very well. And only then, he and the star will be able to associate with each other. Similarly, when we chant, Kanchan Varan Virat Subesa, Kanan Kundal Kunchit Kesa, Hath Vajra or Dhwaja Viraje, Kandhe Moonj Janiu Saje. Now, if we know the meaning of these lines, then we can immediately imagine Hanumanji with his body shining like gold. As Kanchan means gold. Subesa means wearing beautiful clothes. Kanan Kundal means graceful coils in his ears. And Kunchit Kesa means curly head. Because the Kunchit means curly. And Kesa means hair. He has a flag of religion in his hand. And there is also a thunderbolt to kill the enemy. He also has a thread of yarn on his shoulder, which is a sign of the fact that he is the knower of all the Vedas and is very learned. So now when such an image of Hanuman ji is in the mind when we pray, surely no other image will emerge between us and Hanuman ji at that time. And only then we will be able to communicate with him in a better way. Although all of you knowledgeable people will have complete knowledge of the meaning of Hanuman Chalisa. Yet if you want I will try to explain the meaning of Hanuman Chalisa. According to my subtle intellect. Once you associate yourself with Hanuman Chalisa like this, you will see such a miracle in your life, as you have never seen before. Jai Shri Ram Darbar. Jai Shri Hanuman.
Friends, if you want to get this video in Hindi also, kindly visit the other channel of ours, Safal Jeevan Geeta Hindi. Thank you.